In a tournament setting like this, typically the team that's played the day before has a slight advantage the next day, especially in the first half. And for us to have a lead and not feel like we played anywhere near up to our potential, we felt like we could make a run in the second half. And I thought our guys were phenomenal in the second half. Both sides of the ball, thought we shared it. I thought our defensive energy and intensity improved. But overall, just a really solid performance on both sides of the basketball by our guys.
Thank you. You guys shot 59% from the field. What was it about your execution on that side of the floor that really allowed you to be so successful?
It looked like our guys were really enjoying passing the ball. For us to have 12 turnovers total, I think we had 8 in the first half, so 4 in the second half. Typically, throughout the season, if we haven't turned it over and we've managed to get shots at the rim, we're a good shooting team. We're a good offensive rebounding team. So the one thing that really hampers both are the turnovers. So I thought our guys really took better care of the ball. They were much more cautious and sure with every pass and catch. And we played good, solid team basketball.
Brian was obviously very efficient out there tonight, both shooting the ball and distributing. What can you say about his performance?
Well, his threes, I thought, really spaced them out in the first half and got us settled down offensively. Then in the second half, I thought he looked like a maestro out there running the show, directing traffic, putting guys in the right position. And that's what we need on the floor. And then, we have some other guys that help where when he's played significant minutes and needs a second or two off the ball, he can throw it to our centers, and they become very adequate ball handlers, passers, decision makers. So we've got a lot of weapons, but with BJ's speed, quickness defensively, and his ability to get into the paint, when he's shooting the ball like he has been lately, it adds a whole new dimension to our team offensively.
And we'll go to Zachary Weinberger. So Zach, go ahead.
Hey, Zach. I thought early on, Southern Miss, Napper got going in transition, and we started to separate a few times in the first half, and there was twice when we had a near possession of the ball, and it just kind of bounced off of our hands. They got possession back, and they made timely threes. So I thought that was the biggest difference, just the loose balls and a couple rebounds that they were able to come up with, and then they scored in transition whenever their big was able to beat us down the floor, seal our big, and then Napper did a great job of running his defender into traffic and getting a few layups. So those things all contributed to it, but I thought in the second half we played much better team defense. We didn't leave each other on an island. We were a little stretched out in the first half. I thought the second half our gaps were tighter. We were more aggressive raking the basketball out. And overall, I thought each individual played much better. And also, the cumulative, they covered each other's backs really well in the second half.
We'll go next to Kevin Fielder. Kevin, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. When you get to the conference tournaments, size can play a big role, and it seemed like for you guys tonight, it was a lot of Vladdy being able to, keep things out of the paint. How important is it now going into UAB and, potentially the rest of this tournament to have a guy like him who can, do it on both ends of the floor?
It's very important, Kevin. And when you look at our center production and you look what Vlad and G are doing together, they were 10 of 12 from the field. They had 8 rebounds for 23 total points in 33 combined minutes. It's going to be hard to get any more productive, any more productivity out of our 5 spot. Those guys are playing about as well as they have at any point in the season, and when they're both on at the same night, we're tough out. And that also they have more space because when we put 3 shooters on the floor, guys you really have to guard, it gives those guys a lot of room to operate. So I thought our guards did a nice job getting them the ball. They got touches, and they scored with efficiency, but also did a lot of the dirty work. They made great passes. They played unselfishly, and they ran the floor and anchored our ball screen coverage.
Brian, how does it feel to get this first one out of the way? What's the vibe like in the locker room?
It's great for sure. A big time win like this is big for us, but we expected it, and we don't want to get too high or too low at any point. Just want to stay level-headed and stay focused on the next game ahead of us. But it definitely feels nice to get a win.
We're going to go now to Jack Whitten. Jack, you go ahead.
Thank you, Coach Brian. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks,
Brian,
Jack.
this is for you. You were probably
year on the three-point arc. What did you see out there that really made you confident? Or is it really just getting hot at the right time, especially now as we enter March?
Honestly, I just felt confident in warm-ups, just seeing the ball go through the net. And the shots that I took, I felt like were good shots. They weren't really forced, so that kind of helped me get going as well. But just, trying to stay confident in my own shot and my teammates giving me juice at the right times, I feel like helped me knock down the shots that I did.
All right, we've got time for two more. First, we'll go to Kevin Fielder.
Dusty, you guys have been playing good basketball throughout the year, but does it feel like maybe you guys are finally, maybe playing your best basketball down the stretch here?
Kevin, we played really well in stretches. I don't know if it's the best basketball we've played because there were times this year when I thought, man, we have a good team and we're clicking. What I think we have now that we didn't have earlier is a little more diversity on the offensive end where we're not reliant so much upon the three-point shot. And I think there was a phase of the season, and I think it began with North Texas weekend, or maybe it's North Texas Middle Tennessee. I don't remember now. It's such a blur. But they did a great job of running us off the line, and we didn't have I guess we weren't confident in our secondary options as much as far as driving to the rim, respacing, driving again, getting it into the post. So I think we were way too reliant on just shooting threes where guys were flying at us and jumping at us. And I think we've learned to use our shot fakes more and to slow down our pace. And hopefully, as each game is different, we talk about it all the time. We have to adjust to the game, to how the game is being played, how they're defending us, how it's being called. And I think our guys are doing a great job of adjusting to how they're being defended. And tonight, I thought what I saw from BJ was he got off the ball, and then Everett was able to get into behind the defense around the elbow area. And then BJ did a great job of reading his man and respacing, and Ev hit him in stride a couple times. So I think it was just really good basketball without a whole lot of dribbling and things like that. A lot of it is just guys working and playing for each other.
We'll get our last question here from Zachary. Zachary, go ahead.
BJ, I just kind of want to ask you, besides your 15 points and your deadliness from deep from the arc, I do want to ask you those 6 assists. And I feel that your passing ability has been very underrated this year. Can you just talk a little bit about your passing ability and even the guys around you that helped you get to that 6 assist mark?
Yeah, I mean, like Coach May said, our other guards that we have are a threat from the three-point line, so just being able to read the defense and see when guys overhelp and hit them has definitely been, a way that I've gotten a lot of assists, but also being confident in our big man that, if their big steps up and, tries to contest my shot, dumping it off to them or feeding the post inside and just having trust that they'll make the right play. And that's really all it was. I'm not really passing like for the assist. I'm just passing, to make the right play, and it ends up being an assist. So.
Thank you both very, very much. Congratulations and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.
Sure. Thank you.
Appreciate you.